You know, in diplomacy, we often look at the big speeches, the major deals, but sometimes it's the smaller, maybe slightly odd moments that tell you a lot.
That's so true. Like this one instance we've been digging into involving President Trump near the end of a trip to the UAE.
Right. He gets this gift, and his reaction is just, well, very characteristic, let's say.
Exactly. And we actually have pretty good source material here. There's a report, but also a video. Margot Martin, his special assistant, actually posted it on X so we can see it unfold.
And the gift itself was what? A small glass container with just a little bit of oil inside.
Yeah, presented by Sultan Al Jaber, who heads up the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, ADNOC.
Okay. So our task today really is to take this seemingly minor exchange, this little snapshot, and just, unpack it, see what it might tell us.
And the setting is important, too. The video shows him getting this gift right as he's leaving the UAE. It's public, people are around.
Yeah, this wasn't some private handover. It was at the conclusion of his very first foreign diplomatic trip as president.
Right. High visibility.
And his reaction caught on video. It wasn't exactly subtle. The report quotes him saying straight up that he was not thrilled.
Yeah, he holds up this little container, and his exact words were, apparently, "This is the highest quality oil there is on the planet, and they only gave me a drop."
Just a drop.
So, he says, "I'm not thrilled, but it's better than no drop."
Wow, okay. That's blunt.
Very blunt. Almost transactional, isn't it?
And how did the hosts react, Sultan Al Jaber and the others there?
Well, the report mentions subdued laughs. It even describes the moment as potentially an awkward joke.
Subdued laughs. That sounds uncomfortable. Suggests it didn't quite land smoothly, perhaps.
That's the big question, isn't it? Was it meant as a joke that just fell flat? Or was he genuinely sort of put out by the small amount, expressing real disappointment?
And what does that say about his communication style in that kind of high-stakes diplomatic setting?
Especially given the gift. We're talking oil from ADNOC in the UAE. That's not just a trinket. It carries weight.
Absolutely. Oil is central to their economy, their global standing. So this tiny amount, this drop, could there have been some symbolism intended by them?
Maybe signifying preciousness?
Yeah.
Or was it just a sample? It's hard to know for sure.
But for Trump to publicly critique the quantity.
Yeah, particularly on his first trip abroad. Those initial interactions, they often set the tone. They carry extra significance.
So you've got this gift, potentially quite symbolic, definitely valuable in terms of quality.
Top quality oil.
Met with a very public, kind of critical remark from a world leader.
And this, muted response from the hosts. It's quite a picture.
It really highlights the different approaches, maybe different expectations in diplomacy.
Definitely shows a potential clash of styles.
So thinking about this for you, our listener, what does this quick moment, this exchange over literally a drop of oil suggest about how complicated diplomatic gift-giving can be?
Right, and maybe even more.
Yeah.
What does it hint at about the personalities driving these international relationships?
Think about how easily things can get misinterpreted, How a comment meant one way could land completely differently.
And the impact that even these small public moments can have on the bigger picture, on perceptions. Something definitely worth mulling over.